Good morning, sir. Good morning, classmates. So, we are the group 1 and we are going to present to you about project management. Project management. Project management provides structure and control of the project environment so that the agreed activities will produce the right products or services to meet the customer's expectations. Projects are temporary structures which must be properly managed and controlled in order to meet their stated objectives. So, next. So, at the end of this session, the student should be able to first is define a project and project management, describe the goals of project management, and last is explain the project phases. So, next. Specific output. A project is a set of tasks to achieve a specific output or goal. Goal is defined by a set of requirements. Delivering the project is taken to delivering the requirements of the goal. Output can have physical attributes, system, report, product, a school, a course, intangible or process, or an activity like party or concert. So specific output is very important in every phase of project management from the start of the project to the end of the project. So documentation process is essential to meet the industry standards and according to project management has be prepared the documentation for four phases. First is the initiation, second is planning, next is execution, and closure. Many ready-made project management Excel based tools and templates are available. So next is unique. Output is unique, a custom product or process. A process that provides a recurring output is an operation. So, unique. Project is said to be unique when the project reach is it its purposeful objective because it is carried out through a series of interdependent tasks. So, next, phases. A project proceeds in stages. It is not an one-action activity. Progressive elaboration, or in the PM book, has multiple steps to complete the output. Each project phase has a deliverable, a tangible, verifiable work product. At the end of each phase, there is a formal sign-off acceptance of the deliverables and phase performance review. Changes in the plan for the succeeding phases may decided upon the phase and review. So the project phase is a collection of related management activities, project management activities. So their relationship in the cycle is often sequential and each project phase culminates with the completion of one or more project deliverables. So, next, project project management using techniques at each stage to deliver the project. Application of tools or techniques in the performance of processes to deliver the requirement. So, process groups: initiation, planning, execution, controlling, and closing. So, next. Initiation. Definition of project goal named project sponsor. Clear approval. Definition of the project scope. Business areas impacted. Start and finish dates. Cost projection and benefit committed. So, in the initiation, it allows the project manager to get a clear view of the entire project landscape. So, the planning process group provides guidelines for assembling all the layers of details needed to fill in the landscape of project through a successful phase of completion after another. So next is planning. Another charter, planning or project charter, activity plan, project organization, resource plan, cost plan, communication plan, test plan, implementation plan, risk management plan. So in the planning, so it is a detailed report indicating the chain of events so that need to happen throughout the project. This includes a timeline and clear communication with stakeholders about how the entire project is in all its phases will be planned, executed, monitored, controlled, and closed.
Good day everyone. I'm Caril Airasos of BSIT 3D BPO. Goals of project management. Number 1. Meet requirements. Deliver the output as defined required by the client. Something that you must do or something you need. To completely fulfill or satisfy the condition required for something. Achieve efficient delivery. Deliver the output with the least cost in time, resources, and money. So delivery efficiency, in this case, means looking at which orders will impact your business the most and ensuring that those are completed first. Focus priority orders to increase revenue and reduce impact when all tasks may not be completed. Minimize risk. Deliver the output with least uncertainty in scope, timeliness, quality, and cost. Requirements. This is the requirements. First is scope. Output must be well defined, agreed, authorized. Second is cost. Expenditure to achieve output must be understood, agreed, authorized. Number 3. Time. Time required to deliver output must be agreed. Resource. Resources to be dedicated, provided, must be agreed. Initiation. Clear approval to start project. Approvals for scope, cost, time, resource. Approvals to continue as phase are completed. Project initiation is the first step in starting a new project. During the project initiation phase, you establish why you're doing the project and what business value it will deliver. Then use that information to secure buy-in from key stakeholders. Quality, structure of work to assure adherence to requirements. Structure, this is the work structure for compliance. Review. The review is the process to verify output per requirement. The verification process provides the evidence that the system or system performance, its intended function, and meet all performance requirements listed in the system, performance, specification, and functional, and all located baselines. Achieve efficient delivery. Plans must have complete project plans for activities, costs, and resources, so that the right resources and tools are available when needed. Must have testing and quality assurance plans to minimize rework. Must have risk management plans to avoid disruptions or minimize impact if they occur. Must have communication implementation to marshal resources at the user's side and to minimize negative noise. The complete project plans for exercise, costs, and assets must be input so that the fitting assets instrument are accessible when they are needed. To diminish your bomb, testing and quality confirmation forms must be replaced. Risk administration plus must be input to anticipate disturbances or restrain their effect in case they do occur. Communication and execution are required to marshal client asset and diminish negative clamor. Execution management must have the right tools, right resources for the task. Must have candid, transparent reviews to catch errors and issues before they have significant advertised impact. The executive management, we need a proper devices, right assets for the errand. Change control. Change control is must have governance to approve changes in scope, various activities, schedule, resources, costs. Change control, this is must have administration to favor changes in scope, different exercises, plan assets, costs.
Goal: achieve efficient delivery. Execution management must have the right tools, right resources for the task. Must have candid, transparent reviews to catch errors and issues before they have significant adverse impact. Make sure that you have the right resources. The purpose of this is for the fast transaction. Change control must have governance to approve changes in scope, various activities, schedule, resources, cost. Change control is the process in which the request is being approved. Next, goal: minimize risk. Quality management, implement processes to review output against requirements, minimize output function gaps. Develop test plans and create independent or dedicated test organization, minimize risk of function gaps and errors. Setting goal and taking measurements are how you manage quality on a project. That's why you need to know what quality levels your stakeholders consider acceptable and make sure your project meets those criteria. Change governance. You can minimize risk in change governance by controlling the changes in scope, schedule, resources, and other elements and provide them a clear transparency on impact of changes on the project and on the risk level. Communication. Have a clear plan to communicate activities and status to stakeholders. Provide structured communication of expected changes in post-delivery processes to minimize transition risk and noise. Through communication, you can brainstorm, gather, and understand information about the risk management information, and this information allow the stakeholders to make an informed conclusion about how the decision will impact their interest. Conceptual project pieces. Number 1, approval and scope, which contains the definition of scope of the project, the target output in general terms, explicit project objective declared by the stakeholder, general parameters on time, cost, and resources. Approval must be formal or written, also called feasibility phase or initial phase. Approval and scope measure the capability of the project to be used, if it is feasible enough to be used. Number 2, plans or design. Functional and technical design of what will be done. One does not build a mansion without architectural, plumbing, electrical plans. This explain what steps you will going to take and what design you will going to implement. Discussion, and design. Plans or design. Case number 1. Think about building a big house without a plumbing plan. No definition at the start where the toilets will be, where the septic tank will be, where the water piping will pass, whether there will be a floating hot water. Describe impact to cost and time. Can a house be constructed without a plumbing plan? Are houses constructed without plumbing plans? Planning and designing is important because it is the foundation for a project's success and to ensure that every decision being made will be minimize your interest.
Conceptual project phases. Number 3, construction. Development of the system or implementing the process change. Includes manufacturing, unit testing, signing the contracts with the concert venues, musicians, security agency, lighting contractor, spending the real money. What happens if the requirements change? Big storm requires change in upper air, concert venue, market changes, and central bank requires different reporting. Suppose it's so rush concert is tomorrow that you cannot stop to plan. What will you do? Testing. Independent review of output against requirements. Integration tests. Test overall flow. Performance with planned volume peak volume test. Development of users documentation. Why test? Just correct when the users flag the error. Announcement, go live already made. Can we just go live without integration test? Benefits review, go live. Full process to manage the user's adjustment, transition, review of plan, benefits versus actual benefits after the period of stabilization. Formal switch to live status so that any changes, fixes are part of maintenance. Releasing the development team. Benefits review is often forgotten. What is the effect of not validating whether the promised savings were met? Project promised to save 10 million in cost. What is the impact of not checking? Summary. Definition of project and project management. Project, a specific output, temporary for a unique results, its stages. Project management. Application of tools, techniques in the performance of the process to deliver the requirement. Goal of project management. Delivery that meets requirements, efficient in time, scope, resources, and with least risk. Project phases. Approval, plans, design, construction, testing, and implementation.